know the phrase, the early bird catches the worm? Well, it was inspired by birds' behavior as they are most active in the early morning. For best results, you should try bird watching between 7 to 9 a.m. But if you're more of a night owl, then 5 to 7 p.m. is another timing you could try when birds are returning to their roosts. In addition, you should birdwatch on a day with clear weather and no rain. I'd better get started. Let's go! If you live in a house with a garden, then you have a ready-made birdwatching spot. Birds may forage in fruiting or flowering plants, or seek shelter in bushes and shrubs. Don't have a garden? No worries, a well-chosen window can also be a perfect birdwatching spot. Ideally, it should have a few key elements within view. First, an obvious one, greenery. Thanks to greening efforts along Singapore's streets, most of us should be able to see a few trees from our own windows. Birds could be found hidden among the canopy or on exposed branches. Second, man-made structures where birds can perch or rest, such as lampposts, wire fences, or rooftops. Finally, water sources like water features or swimming pools could draw birds for a bath or drink. The best tool for birdwatching is a good pair of binoculars. Alternatively, you can use a camera with a zoom function. Some compact cameras actually work pretty well. Finally, it is always useful to have a guidebook or a guide sheet, which leads to the next tip. When you see a bird, try to take note of its shape and size, color and patterns, beak shape and length, and any calls it makes. Knowing these features helps you identify which species it is using a guidebook or online resources. You could also download the free SG BioAtlas app by NParks, which provides several guides on locally sighted species right at your fingertips. Plus, it has a feature that lets you look up a bird species based on its colors, where it was found, and even its silhouette. Birdwatching doesn't have to be a solo activity. Anyone can do it. So why not tell your family or others in your household about what you can find? Often, there is biodiversity among us, but we just need a little nudge to take notice. Who knows? You might be able to get yourself an extra pair of eyes, which is always useful. You can also connect with other birdwatchers by sharing your sightings on social media. I hope you're all set for your home birdwatching journey. Do note that you should not set up any feeders or play recordings to draw birds to your home. If you can't find any birds at first, don't be disheartened. Try different timings or maybe different windows. Remember, it's not about finding the highest number of birds or the most rare ones. Instead, it's about being a little more aware of the non-human residents that call our city home too. Happy birdwatching, everyone!